I was studying in the US, and I went to London in 1999 and studied under Peter Cook. And for several years I worked in different practices in London. And most of my friends were working at Foster's. It was the place to be. And in 2007 I was approached by one of my friends and said, they're opening an office in Madrid, would you like to join? Well, absolutely, yes. I knew the work, I admired the work of the practice. And it was a shock in a sense. Arriving at Foster's, it was differential to anything I had experienced before. Campus life, it was the feeling back of university, of the energy with all the colleagues and even with the peers, the more senior partners, the relationship of exploring ideas. It was that sense of community and campus-like. So it was briefly in London, and after 3 months, I moved to Madrid to open the Madrid office. And again, a different experience, bringing that energy from London and finding a more traditional type of office practice in relationship with Norman. And a way managed to combine the energy of that campus with the sort of traditional craftsmanship mixed with the technology of architecture. So that was the initial moments at Foster & Partners. He has immense curiosity, that's the best thing, and all ideas are welcome, but not just that. He will question them, he will question himself. He's probably the best listener we've ever come across as architects. He will grasp all ideas and quickly transform it into sketches, drawings, and to another question that makes you and makes the team even more relentless to look for better solutions and ways to illustrate, I think, the immense humanity of his architecture, which is really about the experience of the user. There were various projects in the Madrid office at the time, and I must say one of the, I would jump to the next stages really, and started mentioning how the ones that hit me the most, it was Château Margaux. But I would say that the projects that emotionally touched me were Venice Chapel and the InnHub in Switzerland. The InnHub Center, or the InnHub building, is located in the Engadine Valley in La Punt, which is a town of 700 people who experience degradation of around 40 people living in 2019 or so. But it's a center for collaboration and creativity. And it's the most relevant aspect is this relationship to the landscape. La Punt and the Engadine Valley, in its relationship to the landscape is very special. The building is inspired on the landscape, but also on the art and the traditional architecture. And it aims to bring together community and also international visitors. So it becomes a new focal point, especially after the post-pandemic era, for gathering people and for creating a new way of working, a new way of experiencing creativity and collaboration. The Vatican Chapel is located in San Giorgio Maggiore Island, in the gardens of the Fondazione Cini. And it's a tensegrity structure that up till then it was based mostly for sculpture. But in this time, Norman wanted to do a building out of integrity. The technical difficulties there are extreme. the cladding system moves with the structure. And the entire process with Norman on site, looking at the right orientation, understanding how we could possibly change the orientation, but only the experience, also the experience of the visitor. It is a very spiritual place. The landscape is spectacular. The way that the ivy has grown onto the sides and almost conceals now the building, the way that the building has experienced the different change of climates and the flooding, it has become a quite, again, unique and emotional building that really represents what Norman is.